Yo, what is going on, guys? We are finally back today for another Alliance War video. This is war number 4 for season 29. And today we are finally bringing in Kitty Pryde, man, which is extremely exciting. As you'll see, she is awakened. I did end up using my generic awakening gem on her. A video with that will be coming soon, and some cool gameplay as well. Kind of showing off the sig ability, why I think it's worth a generic, why I did it, that sort of thing. But yeah, today I wanted to take her for a spin in Alliance War. So I've been wanting to use her in Alliance War like since I got her. But first couple wars just didn't really line up to use her. But this one had some really good fights for her. So we got I think 3 fights with her, and I think 8 total. So still rocking Ghost as well for some of the other fights. They make a good team together for sure. Kitty actually has a synergy with Ghost, so it's nice. It's not huge, but it is nice. So up first here we have a Void. So this is Ebb and Flow knockdown. So boom, we're going to go ahead and knock him down and then drop this really fat special 2. Going to let him dash us, throw another one. Boom, he's dead in less than 15 seconds. That's got to be one of the fastest war fights ever. Like, that's ridiculous. So off to a phenomenal start. That Power Start 1 boost, I'm trying to use it to get through all my section 1 fights. So next up here we have a Hit Monkey. So this will be my first fight using Kitty Pryde in war, which is extremely exciting. You can see she's awakened, looking very nice. This was a little bit weird. Right there I thought I could punish the heavy and get in there with my special, but unfortunately I couldn't. As you see, we completely phase through the recoil damage though, and while we're phasing, when we parry, we actually take 0 damage. So Kitty technically has perfect block in a way, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it was really kind of weird using Kitty because I always been running her with Tigra since I got her. Every time I've ever used her, I've been running Tigra, and I didn't have room on the team for Tigra for this war, so it was definitely a little bit weird. Just, you know, I had to play a little bit differently, not having those unblockable openings. Yeah, I wanted to go for the special 1 to build up my prowess percentage a little bit. But like I said, he blocked it, so I was like, alright, I'm not going to go for another special 1. Let me just go for special 2. Here, drop it while we're still got the Ebb and Flow Knockdown Fury. I kind of messed it up, but since we had max prowess, you just need 10, and you'll be unblockable. So yeah, that did its job, and way overkill. I could have just started with a special 2, and he probably would have died. But yeah, first start with Kitty. We didn't die, so I'll take it. I'll take it all day long. Next up here we have a Mordo. So Mordo Ghost is a really solid option for this, just because as long as you get that precision passive, you're actually able to parry stun and attack Mordo out of that without having to worry, because it counters evade. Mordo's actual evasion is a form of evade. Here, throw my special 2. Thought he'd dash at me. He didn't. It's like, alright, this dude's just holding his block. I'm like, alright, screw this. Let me just throw my heavy. Phase, let him throw that special 2 into my phase. I've done that like over 100 times in like Alliance Quest, or just like other areas, just phasing Mordo's L2 right against the wall like that, so I know that spacing really well. So yeah, section 1, pretty easy. Power Start 1 carried me through all those fights, which is great. Now we move on to section 2, and we got 2 more Kitty fights right away here, so I'm going to go ahead and throw on a Mutant boost, Mutant Power Back boost. I'm also going to throw on a health boost here. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I think we're just looking for the Mutant boost, 200%er. There it is. Throw that on. We have a Professor X and a Korg on path number 9 here. So against Professor X, Professor X won't be able to miss once he's at, I think it's 25 channeling charges. He gains vigilance. But Kitty Pryde, with her signature ability, it takes no damage while being phased, and when she's hit while phased, it pauses. So this is where the Awaken ability is really nice in a situation like this. I'm also going to throw on I think another Power Start 1 boost. Do we go for? Or an invol boost, yeah. As you can see, I had like 7 of those. I've been using a lot of Power Start 1s lately with Ghost, so I had some invols actually in the overflow, so I was like, alright, yeah, better use that and just be safe, you know, in case something goes wrong here. So this has Stunning Reflection and One-Eyed Open. Kitty Pryde is actually stun immune when she's phased, so I definitely could have parried. But again, first war with Kitty, just trying to play like really safe. I definitely could have played this fight way better, a lot better. And yeah, I guess actually I just realized what was happening. Dude, wow, I just realized that now. He just gained a bunch of power because I hit into his miss, and that's with the global tactic for this season. When characters are missed or evaded as defenders, they get power gain. And if it happens while slowed, I think the power gain's like doubled or something. So that makes sense. There, I just did it again. I was getting frustrated in this fight because my power kept getting locked. And it all makes sense now. I'm so dumb. That's actually funny. I just realized that now, what I was doing. That's why it's a really good idea to record your wars so you can see what you're doing wrong. But yeah, so finally I get to my special 2 right there. Boom. You can see I went in to attack him. I faltered. I missed. And then he tried to attack me, but he missed. Well, he hit me, but I took no damage because I was phased. And yeah, just get off scotch-free, no punishment. And then, yeah, we finally throw our special 2, and he dies. It took forever to get to that special 2. And the next up, we have a Korg. So this fight I was pretty excited about, because with Kitty Pryde, like I said, when we're phased, we take no damage. And we phase on dash-ins. So, you know, Korg, normally you don't want to go for medium attacks against him because of his Rock Hard Thorns. But with Kitty Pryde, if you're dashing in and phasing during that first medium, then if you're phased, you'll take no damage. See right there, boom. We phased, did a medium, took no damage from that rock shield. So that's really, really neat. Pushing Korg, just going to be baiting out these special ones. I'm like decently well versed in the special 1. I can get it most of the time. Not really too worried. You'll see me going for light intercepts to get rid of his charges. I think right here I get hit, but we got the invul boost going, so that's good. And then here, drop my special 2. Does some pretty solid damage. We could have got some crits on the end there. Unfortunately, Korg, I think, has quite a bit of critical resistance. And on this fight, we didn't build up our prowess percentage at all. So, yeah, definitely could have one-shot him in one special 2, but it's fine. Get to the old special 3. Go for the phase. Drop the special 3. I know this is going to kill him. So, he's like another combo would have done the trick anyways. He's dead. Sometimes I like to go for the special 3 so I can get a good thumbnail for the video. I think that's what I was thinking, throwing it there. Because yeah, sometimes I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for a thumbnail for this war, but if I have a cool special 3 animation, then it's, you know, easier to just throw that in there. So next up here, this was the fight that I was extremely worried about for this war. Extremely worried about. Talked to Pete, talked to Taters a bunch about it, and the main reason for being so worried is because Karate Mike, in his first war video of the season, he did this fight with Ghost, and he actually ended up dying. And Karate Mike is an extremely skilled Ghost player, one of the best out there. So if he died to this fight, I'm like, okay, like this is definitely a hard fight, and I'm gonna try to learn from his mistakes. What I don't want to do is throw my special 2 while he has the anti-field up. But right here, watch. I take all those hits in my phase. I go to attack, and he dashes back out of nowhere. And then I dash back, and my spacing was just kind of messed up. And he catches me on the dash back, hits me a bunch. Now I'm degenning. I threw my special when he had the anti-field life up because I was against the wall. His power gain's going crazy. On this node, whenever I reach 2 bars of power, he gets an indestructible buff, and there's no cooldown on that. So he kept going indestructible, and I was just degenning like crazy, and I'm just dead. It's annoying because I was really worried about this fight. I had a little debate with some officers in my battle group whether I should use an invul or a Power Star 1, and we decided to go for Power Star 1. And yeah, it's just the worst possible start to that fight. It was just because of the bad start. Everything just went downhill after that, man. Like, he hit me so many times in my phase. I go to attack, and then he just dashed back. It's like the AI just knows, man. Like, I don't know. But then we go back in. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, heal up, go back in here. Very frustrated at this point. It's just that start, man. And I did exactly what I didn't want to do. Like, going in, I had a plan in my mind, and just a bad start, and I just couldn't do anything, man. Look how much the special 1 does. That special 1 did so much damage. I think special 1 might just be the way to go. That was with 2 Furies. If you use a Power Star 1 at start, you can throw that first special 1. That's gonna do insane damage, man. Maybe that's the play. I don't know, but very frustrating. Yeah, that one's just whatever. First death with Ghost, but, you know, it's all good. I'm not worried about... Before, unlike the first couple wars when I was using Ghost, I was worried that if I died with her, I wouldn't get assigned her anymore, but that was a really hard fight, so I'm not worried about that. Next up here, we have a Penny Parker. This was another fight that I was worried about, but I was definitely most worried about the Mojo one. So here, again, Penny's just playing super passive at the start of this fight, man. It's so frustrating. I don't know what's up with this AI, man. It definitely feels like Bam's done something with the AI recently. But yeah, get hit by a heavy attack here. I'm just like, oh crap. The plan here is just to use my special 2s and cycle. They're going to be unblockable, so she can't auto block. Thanks to the Wasp synergy. So yeah, just throwing off these specials. Here she doesn't dash at me. I thought she would, so I ended up phasing. Had to go back into her comp for one hit to reset it. Pushed her special 3, but special 2 killed her. So super sloppy fight, but we got the solo at the end of the day, so it really doesn't matter. Just definitely very frustrating against that Mojo. And I'll show you guys what I mean by I was kind of worried about it before doing it in a sec. Here's the results, though. We did end up winning, so in the end, you know, it didn't matter that I died. It's just a little frustrating, but it's all good. This was a really good war. We died 5 times, they died 8, pretty close. And our fight duration is so insanely close, man. That's actually ridiculous. We're both under 10k, and we're just so close to each other in fight duration. It's actually nuts. I didn't look at that before. But yeah, so here's just a little conversation I had with Taters, the leader for Loki. Him and B-Man are like co-leaders basically, but leader of my battle group anyways. I was like, yo, thanks for finally signing Kitty. Really good to like see her that I got assigned her. And I was like, only thing I'm a bit worried about is that Mojo. So here you can see I'm talking about it, and then I talked to Pete about it as well. And he's telling me it's a rough fight, and he was saying it's especially rough without Hood, because Pete sent me a video here of him doing it, and he had Hood. So with Hood, you know, at least you can phase while you're degenning it to negate that damage. Didn't have Hood, so I was just taking so much degen, and yeah, but yeah, I was really worried about that fight. Just wanted to kind of show that before I actually did it. I was really worried. Tried to talk about it a bunch, still ended up dying to it. That's why it's so frustrating, because I knew going in already that it was going to be a hard fight. But yeah, we ended up winning the war, so that's good. We are at 3 deaths now for the season. 3 deaths and 4 wars. Yikes. Definitely not off to a good start this season, but all good. Lately, it's like, I don't know. I don't care as much, like, trying to go for a perfect season or whatever. Like, we win as Alliance, we lose as an Alliance at the end of the day. As long as we get Masters, man, I really don't care. If I die 20 times, well, I don't want to die too much and get kicked, but, you know, I'm trying my best. It happens. Mistakes are bound to happen sooner or later. But yeah, definitely not in #1 this season for power rating, not even close. But I was going to do it for this war. Hope you guys enjoyed the Kitty fights. I had a really good time using Kitty. I was really happy that I didn't die with Kitty, so that was my silver lining. I wasn't even like that mad at the end of the war because I didn't die with Kitty. At least things went good with Kitty, because if I did die with Kitty, then I'd be worried about not being able to bring her to war in the future. But she did a good job. I could have definitely played a lot better with her, but yeah, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed the Kitty fights and the death, I'd appreciate dropping a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content, especially Alliance War. We got 8 more wars for this season. Hopefully some more exciting stuff. That's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.